Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Haribo, Haribo.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. So starting from 121. With his thousands of mouths, he sings the glories of Lord Krishna. But although he always sings in that way, he does not find an end to the qualities of the Lord. The four Kumaras hear Srimad Bhagavatam from his lips, and they in turn repeat it in the transcendental bliss of love of Godhead. He serves Lord Krishna, assuming all the following forms. I forgot to say it. Sorry, I go back a little bit because the same Lord Vishnu in the form of Lord Sesa holds the planets upon his heads, although he doesn't know where they are, for he cannot feel their existence upon his heads. His thousands of extended hoods are adorned with dazzling jewels surpassing the sun. The universe, which measures 500 million yojanas in diameter, rests on one of his hoods like a mustard seed. That Ananta Sisa is the devotee incarnation of Godhead. He knows nothing but service to Lord Krishna. With his thousands of mouths, he sings the glories of Lord Krishna. But although he always sings in that way, he doesn't find an end to the qualities of the Lord. The four Kumaras hear Srimad Bhagavatam from his lips, and they in turn repeat it in the transcendental bliss of love of Godhead. He serves Lord Krishna, assuming all the following forms: umbrella, slippers, bedding, pillow, garments, resting chair, residence, secretariat, and throne. He is thus called Lord Sisa, for he has attained the ultimate end of servitude to Krishna. He takes many forms for the service of Krishna, and thus he serves the Lord. That person of whom Lord Ananta is a kala or part of a plenary port is Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Who therefore can know the pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu? For these conclusions we can know the limit of the truth of Lord Nityananda. But what glory is there in calling him Ananta? But I accept it as the truth because it has been said by devotees, since he is the source of all incarnations. everything is possible in him. They know that there is no difference between the incarnation and the source of all incarnations. Previously, Lord Krishna was regarded in the light of different principles by different people. Some said that Krishna was directly Lord Narayana, and some called him Lord Vamanadeva incarnate. Some called Lord Krishna an incarnation of Lord Kshirodakasya. All these names are true. Nothing is impossible. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna appears, he is the shelter of all plenary parts. Thus, at that time, all the plenary portions join in him. In whatever form one knows the Lord, one speaks of him in that way. In this there is no falsity, since everything is possible in Krishna. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has exhibited to everyone all the pastimes of all the various incarnations. Thus, Lord Nityananda has unlimited incarnations. In transcendental emotion, he calls himself a servant of Lord Chaitanya. Sometimes he serves Lord Chaitanya as his guru, and sometimes as his friend, and sometimes as his servant. Just as Lord Balarama played with Lord Krishna in these three different moods of Raya. Playing like a bull, Lord Balarama fights with Krishna's head to head, and sometimes Lord Krishna massages the feet of Lord Balarama. He considers himself a servant and knows Krishna to be his master. Thus he regards himself as a fragment of his plenary portion. Acting just like ordinary boys, they played like roaring bulls as they fought each other, and they imitated the calls of various animals. Sometimes, when Lord Krishna's elder brother, Lord Balarama, felt tired after playing and lay his head on the lap of a coward boy, Lord Krishna himself served him by massaging his feet. Who is this mystic power, and where has she come from? Is she a demigod or demoness? She must be the illusionary energy of my master, Lord Krishna. For who else can bewilder me? What is the value of a throne to Lord Krishna? The masters of the various planetary systems accept the dust of his lotus feet on their coward heads. That dust makes the holy places sacred, and even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi, and I myself, who are all portions of his plenary portion, eternally carry that dust on our heads. Lord Krishna alone is the supreme controller, and all others are his servants. They dance as he makes them do so. Thus, Lord Chaitanya is also the only controller. All others are his associates and servants. His elders, such as Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, and Srivasa Thakura, as well as his other devotees, whether his juniors, equals, or superiors, all are his associates who help him in his pastimes. Lord Gauranga fulfills his aims with their help. Sri Advaita Acharya and Srila Nityananda Prabhu, who are plenary parts of the Lord, are his principal associates. With these two, the Lord performs his pastimes in various ways. Lord Advaita Acharya is directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although Lord Chaitanya accepts him as his preceptor. Advaita Acharya is a servant of the Lord. I cannot describe the truth of Advaita Acharya. He has delivered the entire world by making Lord Krishna descend. Lord Nityananda Svarupa formerly appeared as Lakshmana and served Lord Ramachandra as his younger brother. The activities of Lord Rama were full of suffering, but Lakshmana, of his own accord, tolerated that suffering. As a younger brother, he could not stop Lord Rama from his resolution, and so he remained silent, although unhappy in his mind. When Lord Krishna appeared, he, Balarama, became his elder brother to serve him in his heart's content and make him enjoy all sorts of happiness. Sri Rama and Sri Lakshmana, who are plenary portions of Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama, respectively entered into them at the time of Lord Krishna and Balarama's appearance. Krishna and Balaram present themselves as younger brother and elder brother, but in the scriptures they are described as the original Supreme Personality of Godhead and his expansion. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who by his various plenary portions appears in the world in different forms and incarnations, such as Lord Rama, but whose personality appears in his supreme original form as Lord Krishna. Lord Chaitanya is the same Lord Krishna, and Lord Nityananda is Lord Balarama. Lord Nityananda fulfills all of Lord Chaitanya's desires. The ocean of Lord Nityananda's glories is infinite and unfathomable. Only by His mercy can I touch even a drop of it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please listen to another glory of His mercy. He made a fallen living entity climb to the highest limits. To disclose it is not proper, but it should be kept as confidential as the Vedas. Yet I shall speak of it to make His mercy known to all. O Lord Nityananda, I write of your mercy out of great exultation. Please forgive me for my offenses. Lord Nityananda Prabhu had a servant named Sri Minakitana Ramadasa who was a reservoir of love. At my house there was Sankirtana day and night, and therefore he visited there, having been invited. Absorbed in emotional love, he sat in my courtyard, and all the Vaishnavas bowed down at his feet. All the Vaishnavas bowed down at his feet. In a joyful mood of love of God, he sometimes climbed upon the shoulder of someone, offering obeisances, and sometimes he struck others with his flute or mildly slapped them. When someone saw the eyes of Minakitana Ramadasa, tears would automatically flow from his own eyes, for a constant shower of tears flowed from the eyes of Minakitana Ramadasa. Yeah, sorry for the words. Hare Krishna, Srila Guru Haridas, thank you. Sometimes there were eruptions of ecstasy, like Kadamba. Sometimes there were eruptions of ecstasy, like Kadamba flowers, on some parts of his body, and sometimes one limb would be stunned while another would be trembling. Whenever he shouted aloud the name Nityananda, the people around him were filled with great wonder and astonishment. One respectable Brahmana named Sri Gunarvana Misra was serving the deity. When Minakitana was seated in the yard, this Brahmana did not offer him respect. Seeing this, Sri Ramadasa became angry and spoke. Here I find the second Ramaharsana Sutta, who did not stand to show honor when he sought Lord Balarama. After saying this, he danced and sang to his heart's content, but the Brahmana did not become angry, for he was then serving Lord Krishna. At the end of the festival, Minakitana Ramadasa went away, offering his blessings to everyone. At that time, he had some controversy with my brother. My brother had firm faith in Lord Chaitanya, but only a dim glimmer of faith in Lord Nityananda. Knowing this, Sri Ramadasa felt unhappy in his mind. I then rebuked my brother. These two brothers, I told him, are like one body. There are identical manifestations. If you do not believe in Lord Nityananda, you will fall down. If you have faith in one but disrespect the other, your logic is like the logic of accepting half a hen. It would be better to be an atheist by slighting both brothers than a hypocrite by believing in one and slighting the other. Thus Sri Ramadasa broke his flute in anger and went away, and at that time my brother fell down. That I thus describe the power of the servants of Lord Nityananda. Now I shall describe another characteristic of his mercy. That night, Lord Nityananda appeared to me in a dream. Because of my good quality of chastising my brother. In the village of Jamatapuri, which is near Nayati, Lord Nityananda appeared to me in a dream. I fell at his feet, offering my obeisances, and he then placed his own lotus feet upon my head. Arise, get up, he told me again and again. Upon rising, I was greatly astonished to see his beauty. He had a glossy, blackish complexion, and his tall, strong, heroic stature made him seem like Cupid himself. He had beautifully formed hands, arms and legs, and eyes like lotus flowers. He wore a silk cloth with a silk turban on his head. He wore golden earrings on his ears and golden armlets and bangles. He wore tingling anklets on his feet and a garland of flowers around his neck. His body was anointed with sandalwood bulb, and he was nicely decorated with tilak. His movements surpassed those of a maddened elephant. His face was more beautiful than millions. His face was more beautiful than millions upon millions of moons, and his teeth were like pomegranate seeds because of his chewing battle. His body moved to and fro, right and left, for he was absorbed in ecstasy. He chanted, Krishna, Krishna, in a deep voice, his red stick moving in his hand. He seemed like a maddened lion. All around the four sides of his feet were bumblebees. His devotees, dressed like cowboys, surrounded his feet like so many bees and also chanted, Krishna, Krishna, absorbed in ecstatic love. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Some of them played horns and flutes, and others danced and sang. Some of them offered betel nuts, and others waved camara fans from about him. Thus I saw such opulence in Lord Nityananda Svarupa, his wonderful form, qualities and pastimes are all transcendental. I was overwhelmed with transcendental ecstasy, not knowing anything else. Then Lord Nityananda smiled and spoke to me as follows. Oh my dear Krishnadasa, do not be afraid. Go to Vrindavan, for there you will attain all things. After saying this, he directed me toward Vrindavan by waving his hand. Then he disappeared with his devotees. I fainted and fell to the ground. My dream broke, and when I regained consciousness, I saw that morning had come. I thought about what I had seen and heard and concluded that the Lord had ordered me to proceed to Vrindavan at once. That very second I started for Vrindavan, and by His mercy I reached there in great happiness. All glory to Lord Nityananda Balarama, by whose mercy I have attained shelter in the transcendental abode of Vrindavan. All glory to the merciful Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatana. By his mercy I have attained the shelter of the great personality Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, and by his mercy I have found the refuge of Sri Rupa Svarupa Damodara. By his mercy of Sanatana Goswami, I have learned the final conclusions of devotional service, and by the grace of Sri Rupa Goswami, I have tasted the highest nectar of devotional service. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All glory to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained Sri Radha Govinda. I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai, and even lower than the worms in a stool. Anyone who hears my name loses the results of his pious activities. Anyone who utters my name becomes sinful. Who in this world but Nityananda could show his mercy to such an abominable person as me? Because he is intoxicated by ecstatic love and is an incarnation of mercy. He does not distinguish between the good and the bad. He delivers all those who fall down before him. Therefore, he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person as me. Although I am sinful and I am the most fallen, he has conferred upon me the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami. I am not fit to speak all those confidential words about my visiting Lord Madana Gopala and Lord Govinda. Lord Madana Gopala, the chief deity of Vrindavan, is the enjoyer of the Rasa dance, and he is directly the son of the king of Raya. He enjoys the Rasa dance with Srimati Radharani, Sri Lalita and others. He manifests himself as the Cupid of Cupids. Wearing yellow garments and decorated with a flower garland, Lord Krishna, appearing among the gopis with his smiling lotus face, looked directly like the charmer of the heart of Cupid. Wearing yellow garments and decorated with a flower garland, Lord Krishna, appearing among the gopis with his smiling lotus face, looked directly like the charmer of the heart of Cupid. With Radha and Lalita serving him on his two sides, he attracts the hearts of all of his own sweetness. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Sri Madana Mohana and gave me Sri Madana Mohana as my Lord and Master. He granted the one as low as me the sight of Lord Govinda. Words cannot describe this, nor is it fit to be disclosed. on an altar made of gems in the principal temple of Vrindavan, amidst the forest of desire trees, Lord Govinda, the son of the king of Raya, sits upon the throne of gems and manifests his full glory and sweetness, thus enchanting the whole world, the entire world. By his left side is Srimati Radharani and her personal friends. With them Lord Govinda enjoys his Rasa Lila and many other pastimes. Lord Brahma, sitting on his lotus feet, seated in his own abode, always meditates on him and worships him, with the mantra consisting of 18 syllables. Everyone in the 14 worlds meditates upon him, and all the denizens of Vaikuntha sing of his qualities and pastimes. The goddess of fortune is attracted by his sweetness, which Srila Rupa Goswami has described in this way. My dear friend, if you are indeed attached to your worldly friends, do not look at the smiling face of Lord Govinda, and he stands on the bank of the Yamuna. Casting sidelong glances, he places his flute to his lips, which seem like newly blossomed twigs. His transcendental body, bending in 3 places, appears very bright in the moonlight. Without a doubt, he is directly the son of the king of Raya. Only a fool considers him a statue, for that offense he cannot be liberated. Rather, he will fall into a terrible hellish condition. What more should I say? Therefore, who can describe the mercy of the lotus feet of him, Lord Nityananda, by whom I have attained the shelter of this Lord Govinda? All the groups of Vaishnavas who live in Vrindavan are absorbed in chanting the all-auspicious name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are the life and soul of those Vaishnavas who do not know anything but devotional service to Sri Sri Radha Krishna. The dust and shade of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas have been granted to this fallen soul by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda said, in Vrindavan all things are possible. Here I have explained his brief statement in detail. I have attained all this by coming to Vrindavan, and this was made possible by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. I have described my own story without reservations. The attributes of Lord Nityananda, making me like a madman, force me to write these things.
The glories of Lord Nityananda's transcendental attributes are unfathomable. Even Lord Caesar, with his thousands of mouths, cannot find their limit. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy. I, Krishnadasa, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This chapter is finished. Hare Krishna, everybody. Bye. See you next time.